Hello and welcome back again guys to our next wild weapon overview. Today it is finally time for a bow and it looks so good. Lots of new mechanics for the weapon instead of just, hey, what came from Rise? So pretty exciting, let's get straight into it. First up, we have a quick highlight of two hunter sets shown. The weapon and armor set appear to be guild themed sets, a kind of musketeer theme, at least for the male one, but the female version is quite different. The male is wearing this cool curved hat and a kind of tabard, where the female is more covered and actually armored. Her forehead's covered with her chin exposed by this half helm setup. It's neat, but there's nothing crazy here then to talk about. It's just a female set that actually has a bit of monster skin or scale on it, but with the weapon being standard, we assume it's a small monster set, if anything. The first clip has the hunter perform very standard fast bow attacks though, with one fast shot and two horizontal blasts, and then we also have some power coating UI shown. It's a weirdly small number here, since we do start with 50 normally, but we're just seeing 8 and that go down per shot, but I guess this is just giving a quick nod that coatings are still going to be a mechanic, as expected, more than anything. Next, we have charging normal shots to increase damage as usual, as a base bow mechanic, but now it gets good. In this clip, we see normal shots into an evade, which increases the charge level. The dodge itself went surprisingly far, while smoothly maintaining your ability to fire right after. That's pretty exciting because it appears to be an adept style dodge like in GU. The bow adept dodge would give you an easy way to an evade attack, keep the weapon ready, also fully charge the bow instantly. This would bring you straight to level 3 to unleash a nasty blow, basically encouraging you to get up close and evade attacks in that way. If this is indeed the same, like it looks, that's going to be a huge perk for the bow's base gameplay in Wilds. Right, moving forward, the base mobility is added more to. The hunter here slides left then backwards during aiming, but then kind of hops up, perhaps to evade maybe low attacks while you continue your own, or a little higher, you get higher to aim at a weak point. I'm not 100% on how effective or impactful that's going to be, between evading or needing to reach a higher target when you're already aiming with a bow, but technically it's an aerial attack. There could be some considerations there for enhancements for aerial stuff. I'm interested to see what they're planning with that. But then check this out. A crazy mechanic called tracers. You attach a tracer with a special shot, which now causes following shots to auto hit and track that tracer's location. It applies to normal shots, sure, and explodes after enough damage is dealt, but beyond that, as shown by this dragon piercer that's intentionally aimed at nothing, only for it to be pulled straight to the right into the tracer, locking in like a missile, which just so happened to be on the monster's head perfectly. That opens up new options for maintaining high DPS while you're under direct pressure, because you place the tracer on a weak point to maximize DPS, but then you don't have to actually aim at that point while the monster's trying to bear down on you. Where Dragon Piercer could be too long of an animation to trap you, when you've got a clean shot against the monster, it's not always the best option. This could actually make it much more viable, a possible choice in many situations. Outside of the simple awesome implications of applying a tracer to a weak spot and then again not needing to aim for all follow-up DPS, which is just amazing. The big question is, how are they going to limit this, because it seems so strong? There must be some kind of limit, whether that's a cooldown or a limit we're just not seeing, if not something terrible like, I don't know, the tracer hits deal less damage than normal shots, though I would certainly hope not. Anyway, next we have focus mode. Right at the start of this, we have the classic arc shot, so that rain of arrow style move in a set location is certainly back. Not too exciting, but then suddenly the focus mode special attack is revealed, and it is literally the magic archer aiming from Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, what? In short, this allows you to place the targeting circle over what you're aiming at. You hold it on a target longer and longer, and that adds more and more of these locked on shots. These are displayed in this case by these little icons, building up during that process. Then, when ready, likely after capping out on these, you fire every shot at once. Beautiful. This seems to then be followed instantly by a dragon piercer in this case, in the window now created by the monster reeling. Perhaps these many locked in focus shots will consistently cause monsters a little flinching, creating that brief window needed to execute this fast dragon piercer follow-up. I would expect so, because the damage of the magic archer lock-on was actually quite low for the time involved to do it. Yet the follow-up dragon piercer actually hit hard. That's where all the damage was. But if you look closely, before any of these attacks were applied, there was already that explosive tracer on the head of the monster, which explodes with the follow-up hits. which dealt a lot of the damage we see there. So how that truly works, if it's a combo thing with a dragon piercer or not, we'll see, but very cool conceptually. Finally, we do have the usual 3 fast clips at the end. First, there's a jump straight up move, reminding me instantly of this Silkbind attack from Rise, aerial aim. But you know, this does look like an ambush moment before a fight, the monster's just kind of walking. In any case, aerial aim in Rise was this instant use evade straight up, and then while you're hanging in the air, the damage output you get by firing those multiple shots was huge, so I would love to see more of that. Then the final 2 clips are just super quick, another evade charge up, and then this horizontal shot where he kind of preps a bunch of arrows and then unleashes them, which is just a really cool looking animation. So that's it overall. In conclusion, I do think this is one of the better showcases we've seen. Between the impressive new mobility, with that ability to leap up normally, the adept style dodging, the tracer mechanic and the insane potential of that, the spectacle, the focus lock on, pulled straight from Dragon's Dogma. There's the vague hope for a more longer range bow with a tracer, we'll see, and the various mechanics folded in from Rise, like the aerial aim moment. Something that seems to be the case throughout the footage would also be that world shot type system more than Rise, where the bow isn't necessarily going to tie you to types like pierce and spread. We'll see on that as well. But this just looks good, like Wild's bow looks good. So very exciting, but for now, I've been Hollow, you've been you, I'll see you in the next showcase I cover.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.